The stock market fell despite more economic data that showed pricing pressures eased in July, which added to investors' hopes that inflation may have peaked, though some experts warn it could still be a long way to go before the Fed pivots away from its aggressive monetary policy tightening. Stocks pared back some of their gains from the previous session. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose by 0.1%, less than 100 points, while the S&P 500 fell by 0.1% and the tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite shrank by 0.6%. The UK gross domestic product fell by 0.1% in the second quarter, the Office for National Statistics data showed. The decline in GDP over the April-June period comes after the country posted a 0.8% increase in the first quarter of the year. However, Britain's economy is expected to continue its downward trend and enter a recession by the end of 2022. The Bank of England also warned that Britons will likely endure high levels of inflation, unlike anything the country has experienced in decades. Billionaire Lee Jae-yong, the heir and vice chairman of Samsung, received a presidential pardon on economic grounds. The Justice Ministry released Lee, who was convicted of bribery and embezzlement after serving 18 months in jail. The pardon was given so that Lee could lead the country's continuous growth, the Justice Ministry said. Lee's pardon follows Samsung's unveiling of a massive $346 billion investment blueprint for the next 5 years. The European Union has spoken out against the US EV tax program. European Commission spokeswoman Miriam Garcia Ferrer addressed the restrictions imposed by the Climate and Energy Bill, which states that in order for a car to be eligible, it must be assembled in North America, saying it is discriminating against foreign producers in relation to US producers. And of course, this would mean that it would be incompatible with the World Trade Organization guidelines, Ferrer added. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries further trimmed its global oil demand projections this year to a growth of 3.1 million barrels per day, as the cartel considers the resurgence of pandemic-related restrictions and geopolitical uncertainties surrounding the energy market. According to OPEC's latest monthly oil market report, the new demand growth forecast is 260,000 barrels per day less than earlier estimates. However, despite the downward revision, the 3.1 million barrels per day still shows a 3.2% growth in oil demand this year.